Hello angels, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're just doing a simple little customization once again. Ever since I started doing patches I have not stopped, so I just wanted to show you some of the ways I patch on and what kinds of patches I make. For example, with this shirt, it was a very plain striped t-shirt and I just patched on this butterfly, and it's not too much but it adds a lot more unique characterization to the shirt, and I just love using different colors. Like I have a red thread. Here are my pants right now. I just got some black baggy jeans. In order to make a patch, you're going to want a printout or cutout of whatever shape you're desiring. I have a star, for example. I have the star folded in half. I looked up online like a 7-inch star, 5-inch star, print that out, cut it out, and I fold it in half when I'm tracing it against the fabric, and then you cut that and just now we have a star patch. It's a little hard to see because it's black, but now I have a star patch. I'm using denim from skinny jeans I no longer wear, so this is a very great upcycle. To make the star patch pop out, we're going to use a contrasting thread such as white, because this is black and it's just definitely gonna brighten up. Depending on where you place it, you don't want to sew over any pockets, so I'm just gonna put a pin as to where I want to place the patch. I want to place one there. Like I said, definitely want to make sure the pockets are flipped outwards if you're sewing anywhere near the pockets. And I'm just opening up the zipper so it's more open. And I'm just fixing the placement of the stars and where I want them. Okay, I'm pinning it. Using a zigzag stitch, stitching on the patch. Immediately when sewing on the patch, and just a good rule of thumb is always make sure you always do a reverse back stitch to secure the stitch in place. When you need to rotate the clothing piece, keep the needle inside the clothing and then just move around the pants or shirt, whatever you're sewing on. Like so. I'm just completely shifting around these pants right now. At all times, make sure you don't sew anything from the other side. You wouldn't want to sew the pants together by accident. What I'm doing is I'm sewing right on the edge of the patch. So the patch is going to blend in with the pants. I did that on purpose. It's more of a texture thing, and that's why I have the white contrasting thread. Now, I'm just holding tightly against the patch so that way there's no air bubbles. And I'm sewing against the edge as well. Update on the pants. If I wanted to add more patches in the future, I always can. But I just love the outline look of the stars. And then hopefully after I wash this, like it'll be a little bit distressed, so it'll add some more texture to it. This is a very simple customization, but I love it. Here's a mini example for when you're sewing on curves. This is what I mean by you want to move the fabric around. Needle is down right on the edge of the patch, as you can see. Holding down on the patch firmly. Do a couple of stitches, reverse stitch. Okay, now watch my hands as I sew this patch. It's holding onto the patch tightly, and we're just going to slowly move the patch around. Sometimes if it's too fast, this is when you need to concentrate and go and sew really slowly. Still holding tightly onto the patch. Moving it around in a circle. Sometimes you need to reposition the fabric itself. Reverse stitch at the end, of course. And just like that, the patch is done. This was, of course, just a scrap fabric patch, so it's not the perfect circle. But as you can see, it was pretty simple. I was just following the patch as a guide, rotating it, going very slow and taking my time. With practice, we'll all get much better, so we just gotta take it slow. I hope I taught you all a little something about sewing on patches using a sewing machine. I personally haven't tested out any other stitches yet, just the zigzag stitch, but I really like how it stays and it's pretty secure. So there are so many techniques of just sewing on patches, and you really just gotta find out which one you like. I do love how hand stitching is. I love hand stitching patches, but like I said, it's much more time consuming. If you're ever on a road trip, whether in a car or on a plane, like, hand stitching is so fun. You could even do hand embroidery. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all. Remember to count your blessings daily. Like and subscribe. Comment down below what you learned in this video. And goodbye.